All right, let's dive into something that almost every business thinks about: customer loyalty. It's a huge deal, right? Companies pour billions into loyalty programs, but here's the catch: a lot of them just end up being these expensive discount clubs that don't really drive profit. So, how do you actually build a loyalty strategy that grows your business instead of just costing you money? And that brings us to the big question, the one you really need to ask yourself. Take a look at your loyalty program. Is it just another expense on your budget, a cost center, or is it a genuine growth engine actively pushing your business forward? It's a critical difference because so many businesses are making this huge investment without ever really seeing a clear, measurable return. And look, this really gets to the heart of the modern loyalty challenge. It's not about whether you have a program anymore. Let's be honest, almost everyone does. The real trick, the real challenge, is making sure that program is actually delivering results you can see, measure, and take to the bank. This is exactly why a specialist approach is so important. You've got firms like Elevate Loyalty that are built from the ground up to solve this exact problem. Their entire world is about helping brands move past those fuzzy loyalty goals and unlock growth that is both sustainable and, maybe most importantly, measurable. And we're not just talking about theory here. This stuff is being applied every day in the real world, in industries that live and die by customer retention. Think about it: retail, financial services, travel, hospitality. These are all sectors where a killer loyalty strategy isn't just a nice to have, it's absolutely essential for survival and success. So, what's the secret sauce? How do they actually take a loyalty program and turn it into a profit driver? Well, their whole success is built on this really clear, structured philosophy they call their three-pillar approach. Okay, so let's break this down because it's super important. First up, you've got loyalty economics. This is the bedrock idea that a program has to pay for itself. How? By actually changing how your customers behave in a way you can measure. Then it's got to be member-centric. I mean, if the program is complicated or irrelevant, nobody's going to use it, right? It needs to be simple and create a real emotional connection. Because if your members aren't engaged, those economics just completely fall apart. And finally, the whole thing is held together by commercial accountability. This just means having a super clear picture of the costs, the value, and the return. No more guessing games. This quote right here really nails that first pillar. The goal isn't just to hand out rewards, it's to design a system that literally pays for itself because you can see and measure the change in customer behavior. Just that simple shift in thinking completely transforms loyalty from this ongoing expense into a strategic investment that funds itself. It's a game changer. So how does all this thinking actually translate into, doing stuff? It shows up directly in what they do. We're talking about the nuts and bolts here: building the strategy, modeling customer value, auditing existing programs, and, this is the big one, precisely measuring that return on investment. This is where the theory gets real. Now, this all sounds pretty good, but you might be thinking, what really makes this different? There are a ton of consultants out there. So what is the Elevate advantage? This chart really lays it out. See, instead of giving you some abstract theoretical framework, the focus is on making decisions based on hard evidence and data. Instead of getting pushed toward a specific software vendor that pays a commission, the approach is totally independent and focused only on what's best for you and your customer. And you can forget about those cookie-cutter, one-size-fits-all models. This is all about flexible solutions that actually fit your specific business. And what makes all that possible? It's that the advice isn't generic. It comes from deep, hands-on experience in specific industries. I mean, understanding the unique challenges of a retailer versus a hotel chain, or a bank versus an airline, that's not just a minor detail. That context is everything. Which, of course, brings this all back to you. After hearing about this approach, it's probably a good time to take a hard look at your own strategy. It's time to ask some tough questions about what your loyalty program is really doing for you. So here it is. This is the ultimate question you should be asking your team. And it's not about how many points people have or how many rewards they've redeemed. What is the true commercial value of your member loyalty? Can you sit in a boardroom and point to the actual incremental revenue it drives? Can you prove with data that it is a real growth engine for your company? If you're asking yourself that question and you don't have a solid answer, well, finding one could be one of the most profitable things you do for your business this year, because answering it is the real key to unlocking that next level of measurable, sustainable customer growth.